What's going on, everybody? Robinson DUP here. I feel like Lui Marco with the shades on today on the daily. Anyway, just wanted to do a quick road to pro debut. It's 4 weeks out officially, guys, so I've got 1 month to go to showtime. Was feeling really beat up this week. We didn't make any major changes during the week. I told you John was giving me 2 high carb refeed days. My body basically absorbed the carbs, didn't really move much up in weight, and that was really about it. I've been feeling, my legs have been feeling really beat up and tired for the past like 2 weeks. They're just like constantly tired. Just walking on them, I feel fatigued. I mean, like, just walking was a pain in the ass. I didn't want to move much at all. My sleep has been pretty good. I've been getting about 7 to 8 hours of sleep, but I've been beat up. So I talked with my coach John this weekend and decided that we're going to take a 3-day, basically 3 days off. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm not going to do any lifting whatsoever, no working out. I'm going to resume my split come Wednesday, and we've adjusted my macros as well. So on an off day like today, I'm going to have 165 grams of carbs. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to have 165 grams of carbs. Come Wednesday, when I start training again, I'm going to be around 210 or 215, and my high carb day has come down to about 410 grams. So those will be my new macros. Starting this week, we're not going to do another 2-day-a-week high carb refeed. We're only going to do the one. My body just responds better to that. I told you my body doesn't really process carbs all that well. How am I feeling mentally? I'm tired. I'm physically tired. I'm not complaining. I'm just tired. I can feel that my body's beat up. I wasn't going to, I feel weird taking 3 days off, but it's better off that I do because my weight is kind of like fluctuating back and forth about 1 pound to 2 pounds with water. Where I was 178, I went all the way up to 181 with no change in diet, which I could tell I was just holding water tremendously. My coach saw me lifting on Saturday. He could tell how long I was taking between sets, even though I was putting up decent numbers, that I was just beat up. So he wants me to take the 3 days off and then resume, and then we'll go straight into the show. Did some posing practice, not too bad or too rusty considering. I'm going to keep practicing probably about 10 to 15 minutes several times a week, maybe even every day if I can, to just get in the groove of hitting my poses, because I have some bad habits of like picking my traps up or raising a shoulder here and there. I'm actually pretty happy with the way I look overall, but I got 4 more weeks to kind of tweak things, get a hair leaner. I'm hoping I'll be like around 176 come show day, and then once I'm carved up, I'll probably be like 177, 178. That's all I really know right about now. I have all my posing trunks in. If anybody's concerned, you can go on Instagram. I got like a Kelly green and then 2 foil colors where they have a lot more sheen to them for my pro debuts. I have like a royal blue or ocean blue and a black. Trying to narrow down what exactly I'm going to do for my routine. I have an idea. It'll be a surprise. I'm not going to let anybody know what song I've picked until I do it, and that you'll have to actually watch the show footage to see what's going on there. So that's really about it in terms of prep. So 3 days rest, and I'll be back to the grind. Actually, considering last time I was way more anxious, I think I'm much more relaxed this time around. I'm not really putting any stress on myself. I'm just going to do the best I can, pose my ass off when I get on stage, and let the chips fall where they may. It'd be awesome if I ended up winning my IFPA Pro card and winning a pro show this year out, but those are very high expectations. Like I said, I'm just going to do the best I can to put myself in the situation to win, and the rest is going to happen how it happens. That's really about it. I've been seeing a lot of discussion between Jason Blaha and Rich Piana and a couple of people about, one, bodybuilding being a sport and what you get out of it. One, the physical aspect of being on stage and posing I do not consider a sport. So therefore, bodybuilding to me is more of a discipline and a really expensive hobby. I kind of gave you the background as to why I do it. It was just something I got into due to the fact that my athleticism due to injuries was kind of taken away. So it gives me something to do and be competitive in and strive for. I don't consider it a sport, and there's a couple of trolls who've been attacking me, and I'm like, I've never said it was a sport. But that doesn't mean a bodybuilder can't be an athlete. That doesn't mean they can't play a sport and have no athletic ability. I don't know about the IFBB guys, but I know plenty of natural bodybuilders who are, who play football, who play basketball, who are very athletic. But that doesn't mean bodybuilding itself is a sport. I consider the training to be somewhat being an athlete, because you have to be willing to constantly train and push yourself past pain barriers to perfect your craft. But the actual getting on stage and going through your poses, no. In terms of bodybuilding itself, I know you guys have this pipe dream that you're going to get sponsored and you're going to make all kinds of money and you're just going to get to look shredded all year round and you're going to make a living off of that. Sorry to inform you, no. Actually, I agreed pretty much with everything Jason Blaha said in his video. Bodybuilding itself is a very small fringe of the population. It is a very extreme discipline to be in. There's not a lot of money in it. And that's why I think you see a lot of these bodybuilders, especially even, the top guys like the IFBB guys, who are forming their own apparel lines or their own supplement lines, because that's where they're going to make their money being businessmen. They're not going to necessarily make a ton of money being sponsored athletes from, Muscle Farm or Muscle Tech or any of these companies, The idea for these companies is they're going to use a good face that draws attention to their product, pay them very little, while they laugh their way to the bank, and that's just the way it is. That's what the reality is. I see all these contracts being thrown around for, these supplement companies. Oh, we'll give so and so many dollars, and they'll run these athlete searches, and you're just a replaceable face, because just as good as you look, there's somebody who looks better, who is willing to take less money to get that sponsorship, who are willing to fly all over the world and make zero money to do it. So, that's their choice. You guys definitely have pipe dreams at 17 or 18 years old that you think you're going to make a living just competing. You need to find another way. So if they're using you, you need to find a way to use that exposure to leverage that situation in order to make more money, if that's what you're planning on doing, to either sell personal training or, own your own business that you can expand and grow upon while you have all this exposure, because you're not going to make a lot of money off of supplement companies. You're just not. They're going to make money off of you, though. Don't get it twisted. That's really all I have to say about the matter. If you guys have any more questions regarding my prep, feel free to leave questions below, and I will talk to you guys next time.